All right, guys, I've found my way over here to the insanely built 70 series Land Cruiser. I'm a better known as I'm a Lexus Troopy. I have the man himself right here of Overland Vehicle Systems.
Hello.
Yeah, man, I'm good meeting you.
Good to meet you.
Yeah, man. Tell us,
Finally.
yeah, right? Man, now tell us a little about this thing, man. What do you got going on? It's like all sorts of stuff.
I got it after SEMA 19. We found it in Oman, in the Middle East. We brought it in, and it was all rusted, beat up. It was used as a bus, as a school bus. So they go to the mountains, get the kids, and bring them to the city in Oman. They use it as a cargo too, to bring food and stuff. So it was beat up.
Right.
So we decided to upgrade the motor. So we put a Lexus engine, a 1UZ, and for more power.
A lot more power.
B8, which everybody loves. And well, we
and
did a
some
lot of
Lexus
stuff.
interior stuff too, huh? You
So
got
yeah,
the,
so we did a lot of upgrades. So we had the PBS steering wheel. The guys is getting popular right now. So you can upgrade it to your Tacoma or your Toyotas.
Right.
They are Australia. So even come with paddle shifters, which
That's
we didn't
awesome.
do because this is a manual 5-speed truck. But really cool. We did an upgrade dash. The cluster has been all custom made, digital. Gauges. We wrapped everything with leather. It was hand stitched inside, so it has a lot of work.
yeah, you did a ton to the inside, right?
Yeah, on the inside. And the outside, which is a great with a nitro gears.
Yeah, the side
488s.
profile recovery points here, I'm digging.
Yeah, so this is one of my ideas to have a 2-inch hitch, so I can put my hammock or a recovery point if you get really sideways.
Yeah, exactly.
It's
You know,
like
like
doing
oftentimes,
wedges,
yeah.
Or you can
take
put a
some on the
winch
side,
and winch it out.
right?
So yeah.
Heck yeah, and you've got, what's that, like infrared cameras right here and all sorts
So
of
we
stuff?
have infrared cameras. We have 5 cameras, one in each side, one on the front and one underneath.
Wow, okay.
So we have an inflation.
See all the stuff?
Yeah, we have an inflation system so we can inflate, deflate all tires at the same time. We have on board air compressor, beer. What else?
And then in the back, you've got a bunch of stuff going on back here too.
OBS door system, which we're trying to finish it up. We got the drop down
Nice.
fridge.
Oh,
Drops down.
super awesome.
We have the Hive kitchen, which is a slide and a sink.
You got everything in the kitchen sink in this thing.
Yeah, we have a keg, so we have our
That's
beer.
super rad.
We have coffee, and that's pretty much it. We have solar, water tank,
Another infrared camera.
another infrared camera, Jason lights, 270 on in front OBS. So that's pretty much it.
And what year is this thing again?
These are 89.
1989.
Yep.
And you can import them after 25 years, right?
Yep.
Was that process pretty difficult?
It's not if you get the right people. So I use Cruiser. What is his name? Well, I use Steve Jackson, and his company is Cruiser Direct.
Okay.
So Cruiser Direct, he can find you whatever you want, anywhere in the world. So he brings a lot of vehicles from Japan. So he have all the sources and know a bunch of people. And he, with that picture, he can tell you that car is good or is bad.
Right.
So it's really
Well,
good
awesome,
guy to
man.
use.
Yeah, I appreciate you meeting up with us,
man,
and
no problem, man.
you tell us about this thing, man. We'll see you at
Thank
SEMA show.
Yeah, see you at SEMA.
All right. All right, guys, we strolled over here to the Relentless Fabrication booth. We've got the famous Project Recon. It's good to see you again, Brittany.
Good to see you.
She's got one of the coolest Tacomas ever. It is pretty much bone stock, and we're going to walk around it. Well, tell us about this thing.
All right, so this is my 2017 Toyota Tacoma 6-speed manual. Right now it's currently sitting on 37s. It's got some SCS wheels. On the front we have the +2 Total Chaos long travel kit with the bypasses and custom shock hoops from Relentless Fabrication. I mean,
Yeah, and they're
it's
Yokohama. And they're Yokohama 37, so it's really like a 38.
Well, and then we have some custom fiberglass with the carbon fiber on the fender flare itself. On the front, we have the Relentless Fabrication hybrid front bumper with all the Baja Designs lighting. And it kind of ties back into Relentless Fabrication skids. It's a beautiful color because it's a custom wrap, but on the front hood, we have the carbon fiber hood, so there's kind of a carbon fiber accent theme throughout the entire truck.
So back here is one of the most insane things I've ever seen done to a Tacoma. Like, you got to tell us what's going on back here.
So technically, the back of this thing is obviously far from stock, so it's kind of a joke that we call it the stock Tacoma. But the thing itself is that I was very unhappy with the factory frame, so we essentially just
made a new frame.
Made a new one. We cut it off, made a new one. There's a lot of plans to still be had with the back of the truck, but right now, as you can see, we kind of have the custom cage here that ties in at the rock sliders that has all this custom bracing. You can see that I do have some new trailing arms on the truck.
Some massive custom trailing arms.
Yeah.
We'll notice the absence of leaf springs.
Yeah, no more leaf springs. I honestly, the whole premise of this was because I hated leaf springs so much, and I was like, all right, what am I gonna do? I was like, well,
everything to not have leaf springs.
We could link it, yeah. I guess. So that's kind of where this all went. It turned into a much longer project than it was supposed to, and it's obviously still got a lot to be done. But
and you're still running a stock fuel tank, so no fuel cell. Is there a plan for a fuel cell?
Not right now. So I want to actually still kind of keep it daily driver friendly. So that's kind of why everything is semi-factory as far as the whole fuel tank goes. Just
yeah,
so
and it's cool that you made the trailing arms work with the factory fuel tank, because most time you see that.
They're actually shortened. So it's interesting. So the wheelbase itself is actually stretched 2 inches, but the trailing arms are shortened. So they're the rough stuff trailing arms, but they are customized for this particular setup.
Lots of geometry.
Yeah, a lot of geometry. There's been a lot of math, a lot of calculations that have gone into this thing, just hours of sitting at a computer trying to do math equations to make sure that everything lines up properly.
That's awesome.
But some other factors came in that kind of changed a few of our stuff, like the shock orientation and stuff like that. So kind of playing around with that right now. But
so have you wheeled this thing in its current setup at all? Gotten it kind of loose?
So we're at Overland Expo,
right?
And the show started we had to set up on Thursday. We drove here on Wednesday, and the truck was still being worked on Tuesday. Actually get some fluids in. Yeah, exactly. So super last minute prep. So it's gone on a trailer and off a trailer. So it's got a lot that needs to be done. We need some more weight in the rear because right now it's sitting a little forward because the shocks are set up for more weight.
There's no weight back here, right?
Yeah, there's nothing back here. It's super, super light, but.
Well, this thing is absolutely awesome, Brittany. All right, guys, so it is the last day here, the last hour, actually.
Yeah.
Everyone's packing up. Brian here. Good seeing you, Brian.
Definitely, man.
Yeah, man, we've been buddies since, SEMA 20?
It's been a few years.
Yeah, it's been a few years, man.
Yeah.
Brian here built a really cool a GX 470, and now he has this 460, and dude, tell us a little about it, man. Tell us about your experience at the show, actually, first. How was the show for you?
The show was awesome, man. I mean, obviously, driving out here, we went out to Mountain West a few weeks ago. Great out there. I love the weather out here. The landscape is beautiful out here, and it was a great opportunity just to really be with everybody out here.
Yeah, no, for sure, man.
And even for me,
get together lately.
Yeah, and even for me, I'm super stoked to have the truck out here as well. So it's been a great event, but everyone's ready to get home and go get a cold beer somewhere.
Yeah, it's only a 23-hour drive home, so
that's it right there. I only got 7 hours in front of me, so I'll be good on that one right there.
Yeah, you're a little farther. Well, man, I'm gonna walk us around a little bit on this thing. So, what year is this?
Okay, so we got a 2010 GX 460, which is the first gen of the 460s. This one here happens to be the first in the continental U.S. with a 6-inch lift on it. So we did a 6-inch lift.
Lots of lift.
Lots of lift on here. We just upgraded also to some 37-inch tires. So once again, burst on that one right there. Haven't completely done everything on it, but we have wheels and suspension on it. Up top, we have the JW rack. We have the CVT clamshell mount hood tent. And in the rear, we have the rig tire carrier. As far as the wheels, we have some B-locks on here, some fuel B-locks, and the Mickey Thompson 37 inches. So that's as far as it is right now. A couple little small things, waiting for the bumper, some sliders, and waiting for a couple more little upgrades, but I'm super stoked the way it came out right now.
No, man, this thing is awesome. What bumpers you going with?
Likely I'll probably end up going with Coastal Off-Road. So we're going to end up doing something a little bit different with it. With their plated front end, we're going to go ahead and kind of cut it and create a hybrid on there. So once again, the first on the platform, always gotta be first. But waiting for that to get done. Getting some rock sliders, I don't know yet. Just haven't figured that out yet. Other than that, aesthetically outside, I don't have much more to do with it. I'm actually really happy the way it turned out.
No, man, dude, like, it's not for everyone, but, dude, like,
Yeah.
it looks awesome, man.
I appreciate it, man.
You know,
I'm loving it. Yeah,
it does
yeah.
look awesome.
Yeah.
All right, guys, I've had a ton of fun. That is it for Overland Expo West. The team has had a ton of fun. We've met some really awesome people, guys. And now it is on to Overland Expo East, and we'll see you there.